Hi there friends, Cassie here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video. Today we are going to be showing all the new things for the Trinity Stamps 5-year birthday. It's awesome. There is so much stuff. It is incredible. So we're going to jump in. There's a few things that I don't have examples for, but most stuff I do. It's just there is so much. And so I'm going to have a link down below in the comment section, pinned at the top, so you can click on that link and you can see all the products. But I'm also down in the description box just going to have a link to the new stuff. It's just going to be one link because otherwise it just won't fit. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start off with this first little product. This is called the Party Snake. This is, I believe it's a freebie with a certain amount spent. Yes, so this is going to be free. You get the stamp and the die if you spend $100 at the shop. And so this little stamp is so cute. It's a little snake. He's got 3 little balloons on him. The sentiments say, celebration, salutations, you're super, and let's party. All right, I do have some samples, like I said. Here is the one I have for that. Isn't he cute? And I think you can color him all different ways, but he's just darling. And yeah, and to get the dies as well, I mean, believe me, with all the stuff you see, you'll find $100 worth to spend. Okay, so let's move on. Our next up is this darling Fan Tusk Tick. I keep giggling because it's so cute. The sentiment's cute. I have to stop and think when I say it. Plus that little image with his donuts on his tusks. So long in the tooth, but still full of youth. Who's got the coffee? Let's celebrate. I'm ready to party and hope you have a fantastic day. Got a little coffee mug. You got some confetti. You got 2 of those. And then our matching die will cut out everything but the sprinkles. So you're going to get dies for the sentiments, our adorable walrus, and also the coffee mug. And I have some samples with this one. If you haven't seen the video yet, I have a video showing how I made all 3 of these shaker cards, and we'll talk about the pouches in a little bit, but those are, I mean, that's super fun, right? And I just love that walrus. Okay. Next up, we have our Tardy Turtle. Okay, so he has 2 sentiments. We've got Sorry I'm Late, which I should put those on about every birthday card I send out. And then Happy Birthday, and we've got our cute little turtle. 2 little snippets of grass and even some rocks. And we have a matching die for everything, including our sentiments, our rocks, our grass. And I do have a mini slim line that I made using this little cutie. And it is a flat shaker. Again, we'll talk about those as we get to them. But yes, that's right. Trinity Stamps has these flat shakers. And I think you're going to want to snag some. Okay, next up we have our See You Soon. Pun on the word see. And then we also have the word hello, and we've got our cute little mermaid where she is holding a narwhal. We've got bubbles, and then our matching dies will cut out all of that. And she is darling. So I made this card, colored her up with my Olos, and then popped her up on the front of this card. But I just think she's beautiful. Super fun. I can imagine all the little girls wanting to make that for all the little girls. All right, next up we have our, this is called Punny Cup of Tea, and it's just an awesome stamp set. It does not have matching dies for it, but it's an awesome stamp set for any of your tea products that you might have. Like, you know, there's the previously released coffee mugs, there's the tea mugs, there's the, you know, the coffee card that you can make, the tea card. So those big dies, I know you know what I'm talking about. And then just, there's always, I mean, I'll just have a link. I'll have a link because there's so many things you could use this with. So wishing you a tea-rific birthday, a cup of positivity. I'm inspired by your creativity. Hey QT, friend, let's party. My cup of tea, beautiful. You're a tea-rific, and mom, those are all separate. and you could put terrific day. So glad we're besties and just saying chai. And then I have one card with that one, and it uses some other new products, but I stamped that down on the bottom. So that's a staple. It's a staple. Then I have this set, which I haven't used yet. It's the Celebration Cupcake, and we do have matching dies for it. I mean, you know, any of these things that I haven't had a chance to use yet, I absolutely will be. It's just there's just so much. So it's a beautiful cupcake. You've got your candle. This one I think will make a great light up. So keep an eye out. And then, yeah, you've got your matching dies for all that. So love it. Now we're moving on to an alphabet. So this is the party alphabet. I'm not sure why I didn't get a chance to use this one either, but there are matching dies. And obviously think of the tags you could make for all of your, friends, little ones, whatever, with their personalized names, or make whatever sentiment you want. And these are a perfect size because, I mean, they're going to fit on a card great, or tag, or whatever. So that's beautiful. I feel like I've got a whole list of things I haven't used. I actually did stamp this out and I colored it. I just didn't get a chance to make a card with it yet. This one is called the Teacup Blooms. It's gorgeous. You do need to go check out what the team has made. There's also dies for all of it. Like I said, I went ahead and stamped it and I've already colored it. I just didn't get a chance to make a card with it yet. So keep an eye out. That's obviously going to happen. I love that teacup. Again, there's no sentiments on this one, but other than the for you that you could put on the tea bag. You could absolutely use that one with this punny cup of tea. So I think those would obviously go perfect together. So there you go. All right, now we have our number candles. Now these are great. I didn't die cut any of them out, but let me tell you, the die cut is like those little number candles that you would buy at the grocery store. It's got the little edge, and then it also has the spot for your wick and your, well, I mean, you could do it's got the dies for your flames. So you could attach those to the top. So they're just numbers. You could stamp those out just great. But when you use the die cut with it, it makes them look like those candles. And I did just use it on a background for this card. So you can see how those numbers are great, perfect for coloring. But again, I'm excited to use that die. All right, now we have the Sea Life Silhouettes. This one does not have a die with it, but it's so fun. I like silhouette stamping. I think it can make for some super quick cards, and imagine the sea cards that you could make. I did make a slim line with this one. So I stamped a bunch of those on the background. Looks like they're in the distance. I like that one. I'm pretty happy with those silhouettes. Those are fun. Then we have another one that I'm in love with. This one's called the Jellyfish Wish, and you get a bunch of silhouette jellyfish if you just want to do some silhouettes. You have your big jellyfish, and you've got 3 sentiments. Make a wish jellyfish, happy birthday. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Now, there's a matching die for your big jellyfish, but there is also a matching stencil that you can get separately as well. And I'll show you how I use the 2 of these together. I didn't use the die, but I did use not only our big stamp jellyfish, I used the stencil so I could color them in. Isn't that fun? Imagine the possibilities with that. I just think that's so much fun. But yeah, and then there's even these stencils the stencils go over the top of these little jellyfish as well. So you definitely have some options there, but I love how that turned out. So that's the first of our stencils now too. Okay, here's another one. I stamped out, completely colored all of our darling little porpoises, and didn't get a chance to make a card with it. But I love these little porpoise. They're so cute. So it's Multi-Porpoise Stamp Set. Oh, they're adorable. And then you got hello, congratulations, thinking of you, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Created with porpoise, thank you. This is a multi-porpoise card. Hope you enjoy this all porpoise card. So there's also a Santa hat and a birthday hat. So obviously lots of options. You've got all your dies for all of your images and your sentiments. So he is a darling little cutie. you're going to see them because, like I said, stamped and colored them already. Next up is the Party Pirates. I use this one on a couple of things because it's so cute. And I like how your sentiments can, other than the, I don't think it's Time to Party could fit in there, but the Happy Birthday to You fits in there just fine if you wanted to stamp it on there, and I did. So here's the first thing I made with it. I made this cute little card, and we have, it says, ahoy matey, happy birthday to you, it's time to party, and R. And then you've got your little octopus, you've got cute little images, and then you've got your dies to go along with it. But not only did I use it on this card, but I used it, and we'll talk about this more, those little images fit perfectly into our treat box with the add-on shaker. So I made it look like there was gold at the bottom. So this is such a cute set. Okay, next up we have our Mermazing stamp set, and I stamped out all these images, colored all of them. Didn't use them all, but I did make a card with them, with one of them. And that's here. But we've got You Are Mermazing and Happy Birthday. But we've also got like little starfish, bubbles, little sea of fish or school of fish. And so you can see I've got a bunch of them colored up in here. But you've got a bunch of dies to go along with your little starfish, those solid images, the little flowers. Yeah, there's even some for the little flowers and the bubbles. There isn't one for the school of fish, but I mean, it's a cute little set. I think these are cute little mermaids. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, next up we have our underwater scene stamp set. So it's a big 6x6, and then you also have some separate images in there. But not only that, you have dies. So as this one showed, because here I stamped it and I colored it with colored pencil, you can die cut out the inside of that and add that to a card. And then you can also die cut the different fish and their bubbles and stuff. So I used this on a couple of cards. I even used it just as a background back there. You can kind of see it. But it's a nice subtle background also if you wanted to stamp it like with, you know, like I did here with water. Very cool set. We've got a couple more backgrounds. We have our abstract scratch background, and I used this one on all of our backgrounds that I made for our walrus. And it's a great staple background, I think. It's different than anything I've had in my stash, and that's saying a lot because I have quite a stash. But I love these clear backgrounds. I didn't know that I was going to like them as much as I do because I usually just have red rubber, but these work great too. You just have to know how to use them, and I think they're wonderful. Okay, we have one more final background, and I'm not sure how I didn't get a chance to use this, but it's lovely. It's a wavy lines background. I feel like it could go either way, like use it like this for an ocean, maybe use it like this for like streamers in a background. So I think that one's really cool. Just didn't get a chance to use it. Okay, next up we've got our standalone dies. And our first one is the Friendly Fish. And I didn't get a chance to use this one, but I think it's great. So it's got your full shadow, and then you have this outline of the fish. So you can do your gills in all different colors if you want to. Imagine the possibilities with this one. I was thinking of using it with some mirror cardstock for the gills because I thought that would just be really beautiful, but I think that one's great. And it's a good size. I mean, it measures like 4 inches by about 4 inches. So this is going to take up the full front of a card pretty much. All right, and next up we have our Birth Yay balloon. So you get, this one's just an outline of a balloon, so you can see that. This is a full balloon. Then you've got little streamers, you've got confetti pieces, some string, and the words yay. And I used it to make this shaker. So I think that one was fun. Also goes along with the next one, which is the banner builder. So I used the letters. I like how they are just like a line of letters. So you die cut out what you need. It's not just separate letters because sometimes that can be a real pain. But I put the HB2U, and then I also used the banner. as you can see, but you've got options. You can make your banners like little flag banners or fishtail or however you want to do it, but that's a great one, and I thought the two of them together went really well. That made it great to be able to make a shaker, but you wouldn't have to make a shaker, so, and, you know, with your little confetti pieces in there, which I added other embellishments as well. So very happy with how that one turned out. Love that one. All right, then we have two embossed window panels. These are both A2 size. This one is basically, is it this size? Yeah, it's this size. So I didn't get a chance to use this one. This one's just a little bit bigger. That one's panel 1, panel 2. But great for making your shakers or whatever. I think these would be really cool to almost make like what do they call that? The manhole on a boat. So you're looking out to sea. I think that would be really cute too. So these are great. You got a couple different options, but they're both A2, which means they measure 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, and it has this beautiful embossed line around both of those and around your circle in the center. So very cool. Next up is our Trinity treat box and the shaker add-on. So let me pull out just the treat box. This is our treat box die. You just die cut it twice and you get this cute little treat box, you know. It's darling. And this fits perfectly on like a 6x6 piece. Well, I think it's less than that. It fits on a 6. No, it's a 6x6 piece. So any of your like decorative paper, your pattern paper pads that are 6x6, you could crank out some gift boxes, some little cute little gift boxes, which fit a gift card perfectly. You could put candy in there, whatever you want to do. I just think these are sweet. And now the add-on to be able to do the shaker is this. I'll pull that out. But it's got its little pieces. There's obviously going to be, or there already is, a how to use these pieces on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. I know I'll be using it and showing you how to do it because it's a fun little box. I've been thinking about all the kiddos in my life that I want to make. Even doesn't have to be kiddos, but how I want to make these for people because I just think they're fun. What a cute little gift to give to somebody. And yeah, that shaker's pretty easy to put on there. A lot easier than I thought. The dies always look a lot more intimidating till you see somebody use it. Okay, now we're going to move on to our Glimmer Hot Foiling. So we've got several new hot foil glimmer bits. We've got our foiled fish. I just absolutely adore this one. I used it on this card front. I did it on some yellow cardstock, and somebody had asked me what color or what brand of cardstock I use. Honestly, I use whatever's in my stash, and I have just about every brand you can almost think of that is one of the name brands that's out there. So I don't have a specific brand that I use or even necessarily recommend because I haven't had any issues, so I will say that. But isn't that cute? I just colored them with some colored pencils and made them look like little orange goldfish. But you have the matching dies for all of the fish along with the little bubbles, but of course I put one of the fish on the inside as well. And then that also goes along with, I'll just pull it out now, our shimmer school. So I feel like these two go hand in hand. And the sentiment says, just keep swimming. But this giant background measures like 5 inches by 6 inches. So I think that would be that'd go really well on even a 6x6 if you wanted to have it be a little bit bigger, or you could do it on the front of a 5x7, and that would work as well. I did do a 5x7, I just trimmed it down. And then you also have a die cut for School of Fish and then the School of Fish. I did those on the inside. I had my foil kind of move a little on that one, so I just erased those fish that didn't work out, but otherwise I used it on the inside of the card as well, and I love all that shine and shimmer that the Glimmer Hot Foil system gives. So, and I've got tons of videos on that down. Just head back to my channel and you can check that out. So there's 2 of our foils. Next up we have this one, Mug of Flowers, and you saw this one earlier. Might be one of my favorites that I made. It has your shadow for your flowers, and it also does the foiling, and it looks like I just stamped it, but when you put that in the light, excuse me, That is foiled with some pink foil, like a hot pink foil. I think that looks so pretty. And then I used one of our previous, it's like the rectangle foil, to get my foiling on these two pieces along with this one. But yeah, isn't that fun? Oh, I just want to do all the things. I want to foil all of it because I'm obsessed with foiling now. Obsessed. Okay, and then our last foil that I have is our ribbon curls. So it not only does it have your ribbon curls that you can foil, it also has ribbon curls that you can just die cut out. And then these shadow dies will work not only for your die cuts, but also for your foils. I only foiled them. I did a bunch. I didn't use all of them, so I had some of those there. And then I used a few on this little shaker card that you can see in the background. But yeah, they do a great job of foiling out, and imagine the little colors you could do. So I did some pinks and blues and yellows and golds and lots of fun. So there's that. And now we're going to move on to our stencils. So you already saw one stencil. The other stencil is one of the other stencils is a 4-piece stencil. And this is the Stars and Sprinkles. I used it on these backgrounds that you see back here for our shaker pouches. And what it does is, I've also used it, I used it on this one as well, but this one I just use yellow for all 4 of the stencils. Whereas having 4 stencils gives you the option to be able to do different colors, which on this one I did do 4 different colors. So you obviously play with that how you want to, and the embossed lines on it make it easy to line up. So that's a great one. And then we have a big one. This is our Undersea Adventure. And this one has a ton of stencils in it as well. But you can see on the background how it kind of can be done. And this is the one I used it on. The only things I didn't use, I didn't do the little school of fish. But there are masks in there too. And I did use the masks while making this one because I started with my background and then, you know, worked from there. But the masks came in super handy. And I do like how that turned out. All right, that does it for stamps, dies, glimmer, and stencils. Now there's a ton of embellishments. I'm just going to show you a bunch of the embellishments that popped in, new ones, and I mean, there's just so many. And I love these because these are flat, so that makes it super easy to mail. Then we also have a few others. I did forget to mention there's one more stamp set, I think, or maybe it's a die. I think it's just the stamp set, but it's called Mermaid Cove and I don't have it. Anyway, so we also have more little flat, these are flat, like glittery ones. Then we also have some clay ones, but this is just a smattering of embellishments, and they just make me happy to just pull out and look at for sure. Not only that, but again, you saw all the acetate shaker pouches and things that people have been using. You saw the round ones. I'll pull those out. There's so many things, so many things. So we've got we've got our flat acetate shaker pouches. Then we've got some that are a little bit bigger. So this one is it's going to fit on an A2, but it's going to make it so it's got a layer. This one is going to be the full front of an A2 size card. So you've got 2 sizes there. And then we also, it's the same thing for our slim line. So you've got one that will fit, make it have a border, or one that will fully fit a slim line. And then it is the same thing for our mini slim line, I believe. Let's see. Is it? May not be. So we've got our mini slim line, and this one left a little bit of a border, as you can see on that. I feel like there is one though. I could be wrong, but I feel like there is one. And then there are the circles, which you saw, and they can come in an assortment pack, or they come you can get them separate. So there's either the assortment pack that you can purchase or you can get them separate. And then of course we have our Rip and Stick tape. And then there's also some really pretty glossy papers that I can't wait to use. Now I think these were new last month, but I'm really excited to use these. These will be great for foiling. Really stoked about that. And that, my friends, I believe is all that I have for you. So I'm excited. I'm going to have everything, like I said, linked down below. If you head down to my comment section, I'll have one big link that shows all of it linked down below. And then in the description box, I'll just have a link to new stuff in the store. And then you could just go and have a good time. Remember, if you spend $100 or more, you get that cute little Salutations snake along with the matching die. So that's a lot. That's a lot. I'd love to know what's your favorite. I would love to know if there's a certain card or that I made or a, or a treat box that was your favorite, or if there's something that you'd like to see me make or something that you'd like to see me use, and try to give you more ideas, because I'm telling you, this was so much fun to make all this stuff. All right, everybody, like this video if you like this video. Share it, subscribe, any of that, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.